Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another tarot reading. My name is Rajja, and I am an oracle and tarot reader with the Relationship Psychics. And today we're doing a reading about your life 1 year from now. This is a timeless tarot reading, so anytime that you're watching this video, whether it's when it was posted, a year in the future, 2 years, whatever, this still applies to 1 year from the time that you're watching it. So we're going to take a look at what your life will be like in a year, as well as some blessings and challenges that you may face over the year ahead. So if you like seeing readings like this, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime that I post a video or someone else posts a video on the channel. Like and share the video, comment down below which pile you chose and how it resonated with you. So we have 3 piles here for you today. We have pile number 1 with the selenite heart, pile number 2 with the moonstone heart, and pile number 3 with the amethyst heart. I'll give you a moment to take a deep breath and focus on the piles so that you can choose whichever reading resonates with you the most and calls to you the most. And then you can scroll down to the description and click the timestamp to take you to your reading. So I'll give you a minute to focus on the cards, and then we will get started with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the selenite heart, then this is your reading about your life 1 year from now. And this is a timeless pick a card reading, so anytime that you're watching this, it applies to a year from now at this moment in your life. So the first thing we're going to look at is what the surrounding energies are going to be in your life a year in the future. So we have for you the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, and the Hanged Woman. We also have the 11th house of Community, the Courageous Peony, Multifaceted, Unique Nature, Let Yourself Be Seen, and Solitude, Rest, Ponder, Quiet Sanctuary. We also have Courage and Passion. So a year from now, I can definitely see that you're starting to get sort of some rewards, or like something's coming to fruition, something that you've put a lot of time and energy into is starting to pay off. The seeds that you planted are starting to bloom, and things are really coming into alignment with you in your life. I can see that you're sort of building this community around you, this beautiful community of people that understand you and kind of mesh well with you. A year from now, I feel like things are kind of turning on their head in a way that makes it so that you have to slow down and pause. For some of you, this could be something or someone coming up from your past that requires you to take a second to kind of consider this thing being back in your life, and whether or not you want to pursue it or allow it to stay in your life. But I definitely feel like a year from now, you've sort of let yourself out into the world. You've become more seen. You've become more appreciated for the unique being that you are. You have a lot more strength and stability in yourself. You feel a lot more in alignment with yourself and with the people around you. You probably cut some people out, and now you've sort of created this group around you that there's open and honest communication. Things feel good. Things feel safe and secure. You feel in balance with yourself. You feel centered, and like anything could happen and you'd be fine, because even if you were turned upside down, you have this sort of oasis of balance within yourself that you can pivot around and still be perfectly balanced even though you're on your head. I feel like you're going to be at a moment of pause a year from now, probably waiting for something big to happen, something that you've put a lot of work into to finally come about. You're sort of just watching things happen at this point because you've created this sense of security, this sense of happiness, and you've followed your passion, but now all you can do is sort of wait for it to play out. So 1 year from now, you're probably going to be things are going to be a little bit slow, but not in a bad way. Like, you're not just trashing everything and starting over. You're just letting go and kind of seeing where things go. You know, you're kind of surrendering to whatever the universe has to offer to you. And I feel like that's because you've kind of gone as far as you can with whatever this is you're trying to create, whatever this is you're trying to bring into your life. A year from now, you've gone as far as you can, and the rest is just kind of up to other people. It's up to the universe as a whole to kind of see it through the rest of the way. But you're feeling really good about it. You feel like things are going your way and things are going to turn out great. And you've really created this sort of beautiful thing around you within whatever it is you've been working on. And you just feel really safe and like you can take that pause and rest because you don't need to go on like doing tricks and showing yourself off and making things look amazing and fantastic, because you just are that way. You just are amazing and fantastic, and you feel really good about yourself and about the things that you've created. So that's what I see for you a year from now. We're going to see now sort of the blessings and challenges that you may face over the next year. So this first card is lessons that you will learn over the next year, and you have the Queen of Wands. So this tells me that you're learning how to express yourself over this next year, how to be very passionate and independent and sort of fiery and take action kind of person. You're learning how to put yourself out there without fear of people like saying bad things about you, or things that like their opinions won't bother you. You're learning how to stand in your own power because you are this beautiful, magnificent person. You are a magical being, and you're learning how to hone that power and let it out so that the rest of the world can see it. You are becoming this queen. You are becoming this very powerful person that doesn't care what other people say or think about them. You are your own person, and you're not afraid to show that off to the world. So on this side, I'm going to have your blessings over the next year, and this side will be the challenges. So for blessings, we have the Three of Swords. We have challenging a resilient tool's guidance. Temple of Light, you are worthy. See the truth of who you really are, a being of pure love and light. And Armadillo. And for your challenges, we have the Hanged. Drowning, anticipating a costly affliction's anchor. We have Patience. Not all will awaken at the same rate. Be patient and hold space for those who need your guidance. And Flamingo. So, as far as your blessings go, I see that you are finding how to set boundaries. You are learning to how powerful your armor is and how to protect yourself and your energy. You are learning how amazing you are and that you don't deserve to be belittled. You don't deserve to have your boundaries crossed. You don't deserve to be hurt in ways that that are just unfair to you. I think you've been through a lot of heartache and heartbreak and pain in the past. So your heart sort of wants to lead you in the direction of like, you don't deserve love. You don't deserve to have boundaries. You're not worthy of like compassion and kindness. But over the next year, you're definitely learning how to set those lines and keep them there to keep people from crossing them. You're learning how to protect yourself because you are such an amazing being of love and light. You're learning that you are love and you don't need the recognition from other people to feel that way. You don't need other people's validation to tell you what you deserve, to tell you how amazing you are, because you are this brilliant being of love and light. And I feel like this is an incredibly clarifying journey for you over the next year, where you're finding your true north and you're finding that the things that you thought about yourself and the things that people said about you and the things that your core beliefs just aren't true. And you're kind of setting yourself up with this armor that won't allow these people, these sorts of people, these sorts of words and actions to harm you anymore. You are setting up this barricade around yourself that only allows through people that aren't going to harm you, people that aren't going to try to break you down just because they can. You're realizing that you are a beautiful temple and you deserve to be recognized for that. You deserve to be treated with the utmost respect and love and compassion. And I think you are kind of questioning yourself and what part you've played in making yourself feel so unworthy and what pain you've caused yourself. And you're redirecting yourself to something healthier, something where you feel more in tune with yourself, and you're starting to realize what a magical person you are and how much of a badass you are and that you can do pretty much anything. So, for the challenges, I can see that maybe you're having a little trouble over the next year finding balance, finding a harmony between like ego and limiting beliefs, feeling like you can handle uncomfortable situations without losing your cool. Like when somebody says something bad about you, or the haters show up, or you start to doubt yourself, you may immediately react in a way that makes you feel like you're drowning, that puts you right back where you started. And it's going to be a challenge to make that inner peace and find that balance within yourself. But if you're patient with yourself and you continue working on your harmony and your inner peace and feeling at home inside yourself, you will get there. This sort of awakening doesn't come all at once. It doesn't come once and then end. You don't become a queen overnight, and you can't just get rid of pain that quickly. It's going to take some practice. It's going to take a lot of learning how to swim through your overwhelming emotions. Every time somebody says something about you, you might feel like you're being flipped over on your head, but soon enough, with more practice and more patience in yourself and more compassion, you will learn how to swim. You will learn how to cope with those emotions. And even if you get turned upside down, even if you're standing on one leg, you won't be rocked. You won't be shaken. It's gonna be challenging for you not to be knocked down. you probably will get knocked down more than once. You probably will get overwhelmed and feel like you can't breathe. But the more you remind yourself that you are amazing, the more you remind yourself that you deserve comfort and stability, the easier it is for you to just let it roll off your back, to just be like, I'm a magnificent, beautiful person, and you're not going to knock me over. I'm going to stay just like I am, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, with that said, we are going to get you any last guidance and advice from Spirit. So for you, we have the Ace of Wands, Ambition and Willpower, Bypass, and Change Course. A closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. So your advice is stop trying to make things happen for you that are not meant for you. If you've been pushing at something, or like you've held this super specific idea of what your life is supposed to look like, or you've been trying to force your way into this very specific opportunity and it just isn't happening, there's a reason for that. It's great to have ambition and passion and all of that, but maybe what is truly meant for you is like just around the next corner, or just the other direction. You just need to find a different way to go. And I feel like if you look around, you will find that answer you're looking for. You will find the workaround, the way that you're supposed to go, the thing that you're supposed to be doing. I feel like it's very important for you not to give up even when you hit roadblocks. That might be something that you struggle with, like if one door is closed, you just sort of want to go home instead of looking for an alternate way in. So don't let closed doors and like other things deter you from continuing to push for what you want. Don't let them deter you from looking for another way around. Don't let them deter you from thinking that everything is over and done with, that you're just gonna give up, because your journey's not over. Just because something's in one path doesn't mean that there's not another path waiting for you. Just because one door is closed doesn't mean another one isn't unlocked and waiting for you to open it. And it is probably going to lead you somewhere that you weren't expecting and show you something that you didn't know existed. And your life is probably going to go in a direction you never imagined. But just because things don't turn out the way you thought they would doesn't mean that they're going to turn out bad. What's meant for you maybe never even crossed your mind. Maybe you never even thought about the things that you're capable of, that can happen in your life. So don't give up. That's like the major message here. Don't give up when all hope seems lost, when there's roadblocks galore, because something is open to you. You just have to find it. You just have to look for it and find the way around. So before you go, we're going to get an affirmation for you. Affirmation for pile number 1, please. Affirmation for pile number 1. Ooh, cards flying everywhere. Let's see. I trust my inner voice. Thank you so much for watching this reading, pile number 1. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear about it down in the comments. Let me know that you chose pile number 1 and how it resonated and how you connected with it. I hope that this reading brought you some insight and guidance and gave you some hope for the future. If you like my videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and share, and come back next time for my next reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. If you chose the Moonstone Heart, this is your reading about your life 1 year from now. This is a timeless pick a card reading, so anytime that you're watching this in the future, it still applies to a year from now, from where you are in life at this moment. So the first thing we're going to look at is the energy surrounding you a year from now, what your life will look like and what might be happening and going on. We'll also take a look at some blessings and challenges that you will face over the next year, and we will round out your reading with some advice and guidance as always. So, first we have for you the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Ego. We have second house of Resources, Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe, and Release, Letting Go, Freedom, and Healing. We also have Innocence and Affection. So, what I see for you a year from now is sustainability, self-sufficiency, and independence. But the way that I see it is that it is both a blessing and a curse, because I feel like a year from now you're going to be in a place where you're very connected to the material world, to money, to wealth, to your possessions, and your independence. And maybe it's not so healthy the way that you're dealing with your resources. So maybe this is like the first time you're living alone. Maybe it's the first time you have a real job. The first time you really have enough money to do things that you enjoy, to buy yourself things and stuff like that. And I feel like maybe you are going to feel very controlling over that aspect of your life, that you're going to feel like you have to overthink everything and micromanage everything to make sure that you don't lose it. I feel like you are feeling a little weighed down by the responsibility of it, but also that you are learning how to overcome these challenges. It feels like you are starting to overcome things that maybe you dealt with in the past, that self-sufficiency has given you a break from. Things that you were chained to, that you were bound to, bad living situations, toxic partnerships, things like that, that you are finally relieved from because you found your independence. You got out of a bad living situation, you got away from a terrible partner, your family wasn't so good to you, a job was sort of abusive, that sort of thing. You've finally escaped that, and it's like you're kind of having to start over in your independence, but you have a way to support yourself. You have a way to help yourself heal. And I feel like you are really prioritizing yourself a year from now. You're making certain to show yourself love, to give yourself permission to enjoy things, to enjoy life. And you may feel a little naive, a little innocent, because maybe you've never done this before. Maybe you've never been on your own before. But now that you're experiencing this overwhelming amount of awakening, this overwhelming amount of healing and freedom and ability to let go of anyone that had their finger on you, that had you pinned down. And you're finally free from that. So you're able to surrender to whatever happens, to surrender to the universe's plan for you. And I feel like this is going to just give you this sense of being able to breathe, being able to do what you want to do finally, to give you, it's given you space to be yourself. You've sort of, I get the feeling that a year from now you've sort of swung the sword and cut the threads that tied you to anything that was holding you down. And maybe you feel a little scared by that, and you feel like if you don't cling to this, what you have now, that it'll all go away and you'll have to go back to what it is that you were dealing with before. But it's important not to let that idea scare you, because if you just release that fear and that anxiety, things are going to go your way. Things are going to be okay. The universe has your back in this, and a year from now, you're going to be in a much better place than you are now. So, we're going to take a look at the blessings and challenges that you may face in the year ahead. So this first card is a lesson that you are learning over the next year, and you have the Sun. So I can see that you're learning how to be happy. You're learning how to be optimistic, how to enjoy life. You're starting to get this sort of energy that you've never had before. You feel like life is worth living, like things are going to be okay. You're learning how to sort of reconnect with your inner child and enjoy life in a way that's innocent and happy, and like the weight of the world is off your shoulders because everything is just so bright and wonderful. So you're learning how to live life in a beautiful, happy way with just the most amazing joy, and it's a beautiful thing. So on this side, I'm going to put your blessings, and on this side, we'll have your challenges. So for your blessings, we have the Four of Wands, a Game Warden, protecting a responsible intent, Equilibrium, your experience is complete. Process it without judgment. Allow your mind to return to point zero, back to balance. And the Duck. And for your challenges, we have the Massacre of Daggers, Identification Book, gathering a resilient tool's knowledge. Astral Plane, you have the ability to experience and gather insight from the earth, cosmos, and beyond. And Dragonfly. So as far as your blessings go, I can see that you're going to be blessed with stability of your own making. You're going to be blessed with this sort of celebratory feeling like things are finally going your way. And you're going to be blessed with the ability to protect yourself and keep yourself safe. You're sort of learning how to be comfortable with yourself and find this safety for yourself and like live within it without feeling bad about it. You're super calm. You're finding this super calm, peaceful period in your life. And even though your emotions may be going crazy underneath the surface, like you're kicking your little feet as hard as you can underneath the surface, you're super calm and serene above the surface, and you've learned how to sort of master those emotions. But I feel that your blessings are surround your ability to keep yourself safe and to accept the things that have happened to you without carrying them with you into the future. I feel like you are learning to be non-judgmental about the ways that you went about things, and you are learning to be happy with yourself despite maybe the sort of pain that you're feeling, or the trauma you've experienced, or the ways that you feel on the inside, because you know that it's okay to process those things, to work through those things, to find better ground with those things. And it doesn't make you a bad person to have breakdowns sometimes. It doesn't make you a bad person to fall off the wagon, so to speak, because you're creating this sort of home field advantage for yourself of where you feel peaceful and at home within yourself, so that you can come back to that And no matter how crazy things get, or no matter how bad you feel, or how bad of a day you have, or anything like that, you can always return to that place of calm. You can always return to that home within yourself. And that's an extreme blessing to have that feeling of not judging yourself for having one bad day, not judging yourself for having some kind of breakdown or something like that, because you've been through so much. But you finally have found this balance that allows you to not judge yourself, and to be kind to yourself, and to protect yourself and feel safe. You have a safe space to express your emotions without feeling like you're in the wrong, because your experience is valid and your feelings are valid, and nobody should judge you for that. As far as your challenges go, it seems that maybe you are your most challenging thing over the next year is going to be your own mind. I feel like you are trying really hard not to overthink things, not to let your mind get carried away with you and make everything out to be super terrible. You're probably going to have a bit of trouble with this transition from wherever you were to the independence and the security that you're finding on your own. And you may be overwhelmed with information. Like, you're suddenly having to learn all these things and do all these things for yourself that you've never had to do before. And that can be super challenging for you. Like, you just might feel like you're flying around from place to place and doing everything all at once. And it gets a little overwhelming and even uncomfortable at times. So you might struggle with just keeping up at first, with keeping the pace, with learning how to take care of yourself and how to manage your money and how to run errands, even do simple things that people do every day that you've never had to do on your own, pay bills and do your taxes and that kind of thing. Even doing your own laundry, washing the dishes, I don't know, anything like that that you're kind of having to learn from scratch how to handle. And if this is your first time being self-sufficient and independent, you're definitely having to pick up a lot of new things very quickly. And that can be very overwhelming. But you're gaining a lot of experience very fast, and you're gaining a lot of new things very fast. So don't beat yourself up about that. You're going to stumble and fall. You're probably going to overthink things. You're going to get things wrong, and that's okay. Everyone does. You don't have to beat yourself up because you are going in the right direction. You are making a change for the better, and you don't have to give up because everything seems overwhelming for a little while. Make sure that you commune with other people and get help when you need it. Don't let yourself just get buried under this pile of things that you have no idea what to do with. You're going to make it out of this okay, and it's going to take a while. It's going to take some learning and some messing up to get right, but you're going to get there. You're going to figure it out. You're going to find all the information you need. And once you do, everything's going to fall into place. So try not to let your mind get the best of you. Try not to let all the new stuff get the best of you. Try not to let other people get the best of you, because you've got this. You've absolutely got this. And you deserve to be happy in the most wonderful way. With that being said, we are going to see if there's any last advice and guidance from Spirit for you. And then we will get you your affirmation, as always. So your advice is 8 of Swords, overcoming fears and self-entrapment. Expel, and happiness. Your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. So your advice is very much to not allow yourself to keep yourself bound by limiting beliefs, by negative thinking, by negative self-talk. The way that you express yourself is incredibly important, and it's also very important to recognize when you're holding yourself back, when you are allowing yourself to give in to fears and anxieties. It's important for you to express yourself and let out your feelings, to let out your emotions, to talk to people, to just put your whole self on display. It's very important for you to see what an amazing person you are and to tell yourself how amazing you are, to take off whatever blindfold you've put on that makes you think you can't do this or you can't do that, or there's no way you'll get here, because you are going to get there. You just have to boost yourself up. You have to be the champion for yourself in this instance. You have to go out and make things happen. It's all up to you. The way that you talk, the way that you think, the way that you act, the way that you communicate with other people, all of that matters, and all of it comes together to either make something bright and beautiful and happy, or dark and unhappy and uncomfortable. So it's very, very important for you to take responsibility for the way that you express yourself, and to express yourself in positive ways that reflect the way that you want to live, and that you want, the way you want people to see you, and the way that you want to feel. So let's get you an affirmation. We need an affirmation for pile number 2, please. Affirmation for pile number 2. Affirmation for pile number 2, please. Ooh. My wildest dreams are coming true. Thank you so much for watching this reading, pile number 2. I hope that it gave you some insight and guidance and hope for the future. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and share the video, comment down below and let me know that you chose pile number 2 and how it resonated for you. I hope that you have an absolutely beautiful day. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the Amethyst Heart, then this is your reading for your life 1 year from now. We are going to first take a look at the energy of your life a year from now and what might be going on and things that might be happening. We will also look at some blessings and challenges that you may face over the next year, and round out your reading with some advice and guidance from Spirit. This is a timeless pick-a-card reading, so anytime that you're watching this in the future, when it was posted or whenever, it still applies to a year from your life at this point in time. So the first thing we're going to look at is the energy of your life 1 year from now and things that may be happening and what might be going on for you. So we have the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, and Temperance. We have the 6th house of sustainability, a new earth, it's happening, keep holding the vision, and rewards. We have ambition and hope. So what I see for you a year from now is a very stable place in your life. You're at a place where you have everything that you need. You have all the money you need. You have all of the love you need. You're at a place where you just feel secure. You're going to be very happy a year from now, and it's going to feel like you can just take a break whenever you want. You don't have to move fast paced. Things are good. Things are happening for you. And I feel like a year from now, You're not like starting anything or ending anything. It's just that you're doing what you want to do. You're a leader in your life. You are making things happen, and you just have to keep doing what you're doing, and things are going to be great. You have the ability to hold on to the things that you have, and you even have the ability to share those things with other people. I can see a year from now that you are maybe hoping to move up to the next level of wherever you are. You're hoping to reach a higher status, to get a promotion, to move up to a higher pay grade, something like that. And I feel like it's very important a year from now that you continue to hold on to this hope, to hold on to your ambition, to just keep pushing and keep moving forward and keep doing what you're doing, because you're going to get there. You're so close. A year from now, you're so close to being exactly where you want to be. But you may have to be a little patient. You may have to sort of like stare at this thing that you want, like look out at all the beautiful flowers and the beautiful water and that amazing like world that you want to live in, and just wait for like a little longer and just keep holding out. Don't give up hope. Don't give up faith. Don't give up your passions and your ambitions. Just hold steady, hold the course, and things are going to start blooming for you, and you are going to have exactly what it is that you want. It's just very important that you don't let go of that vision, and you don't forget why you're doing it. You don't forget what lights the fire in your heart and what brings you happiness. And you're like right on the precipice. You're right there. You're right outside the door. And if you just keep sustaining what you're doing, if you just be a little more patient and hold your course, it's going to happen. The door is going to open. You're going to be there. So don't worry. You're getting there. And a year from now, you're going to be so close that you can taste it. And it's like not even going to be funny. You're going to be right there, ready to go for it. And it's going to be amazing. So, we're going to look at the blessings and challenges that you may face over the next year while you're getting to that point. So this first card represents the lessons that you're learning over the next year, and we have the Three of Wands. So you are learning how to take meaningful action, how to plan things out in a way that makes it possible for you to make them happen. You are learning how to keep pushing, how to have persistence. You're learning to stay the course and keep your eye on the prize and not to falter even when obstacles come into your path, because there will be obstacles, but you know it's worth it. You know that if you keep going, you will get to this place in the end. You will make it there and nothing's going to stop you. So we will have your blessings on this side and your challenges on this side. For your blessings, we have the King of Pentacles, the Ranger imposing a responsible nature, Illumination, shine your light upon those who cannot see, and the Jaguar. And for challenges, we have Judgment, Fishing, accepting a calling disappointment, Optimal Self, dense energies must be left behind in order for you to align with higher frequencies, and Rat. So for your blessings, I can see that you are making things happen. You are sticking to the course. You are holding your ground. You're getting so much clarity and like things are just coming to you. You're seeing the patterns and seeing how things connect. And I feel like you're doing such amazing work over this next year and just sort of problem solving and leading the way and making things click so well that people are going to start noticing. And that's because you've worked so hard and you have really honed your skills and made it so that you know what you're doing and you know what to look for and you don't miss out on anything, that's making it so easy for you to put these things together and to make your way up the ladder and to make your way to a place where people are like, wow, this person knows what they're doing. This person deserves to be praised. This person deserves a promotion. This person deserves to be in the public eye. This person deserves to show off, because you do. You deserve to show off. And I feel like you're going to just be on it this year. Your blessings are feeling like $1,000,000, feeling like you are the person that people need to see. You feel like you're on your game. And I think you are definitely getting a lot of answers over the next year. You're getting a lot of amazing clarity, and you are like, the path is just clear for you. You know where you're going. You know how to do it. You just have to keep on trucking. And that's the most important thing. As far as your challenges go, what sticks out to me the most is that maybe you rely a little too heavily on success as a means of proving yourself. I feel like other people's validation might matter a lot to you, and maybe you put yourself in not so comfortable situations in order to accommodate other people and to make yourself seem like this even more amazing than you already are. And you don't need to do that. I feel like this judgment mostly comes from yourself, and I feel that you are overloading yourself over the next year to the point that you feel like you're melting, to the point that you're super stressed and overwhelmed. And that's because on top of doing things for yourself, you're probably doing things for other people as well. And you're worried about what they might think if you aren't always on, if you aren't always available. And I feel like you're super worried about disappointing people and about disappointing yourself. And it's important for you to focus on the prize, to remember why you're doing this, to remember what lights your fire, and to discard everything else. Like, obviously you can't get rid of everything, but I feel like you're taking on way too much. You're really, your challenge over the next year is going to be not overloading yourself to the point that you are just completely burnt out and exhausted, because that's a real possibility when you're trying to achieve something. And the obstacles in your way definitely depend on you not taking on more weight than you can carry in order to get over them. And you will make it to this point of success, to this point of stability, no matter what. But it'll be a lot easier for you if you don't overload yourself, if you don't stress yourself out so much, and if you don't take on the weight of other people's opinions and what you're like, things that are expected of you. And you might also just be very judgmental of yourself and think that you can never do anything right, and that everything you do is just going to fail. And it's important for you not to think like that. Don't let those little anxieties and worries get into your head and ruin things for you, because you're doing amazing and you are not a disappointment. You deserve a pat on the back. You are doing incredible things. So you need to tell yourself that. You need not to be so judgmental with yourself, and to really own up to just how incredible you are and how proud of yourself that you should be. With that being said, we are going to get some final advice from Spirit, and we will end your reading with an affirmation as always. So, your advice is 7 of Swords, confusion and setbacks, crossing fate, and space. The quality of your life has more to do with what you remove from your life than what you add to it. Give yourself the gift of space. So I definitely see that maybe you are taking on too much, and it's important for you to kind of strategize and figure out what it is that doesn't belong in your life, and what's holding you back and causing you to be overwhelmed and confused and like costing you a lot of energy, so that you can let it go. It's important for you to only carry as much as you need, not even as much as you can carry. Don't load yourself to the point of just before overwhelm. Only carry the things that you need. Only keep the things around that you need, absolutely need, to get you through this journey. Only keep the things that matter the most, the people that matter the most. And everything else will take care of itself. Don't try to carry absolutely everything. Don't try to do everything at once. Don't try to hoard all the things in your life, like because of sentimentality or anything else. Just release the things that no longer belong to you and donate them. Get rid of them. Throw them in the trash. Cut people off. Cut things off. Stop saying yes to everything. You are well on your way to where you're meant to be. And if you continue to hold yourself up, it's just going to take that much longer to get there. So set everything down. Just set it all down. Take a good hard look at it and figure out what you need to pick back up. And only pick those things back up. Don't try to take everything with you, because everything does not belong with you. Everything is not meant for you. You only need what you need, and that's it. Give yourself a break. You're doing great. You don't need to prove yourself by carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Everyone's going to be proud of you, I promise, and you should be proud of you because you're amazing. So, can we have an affirmation for pile number 3, please? Affirmation for pile number 3. Affirmation for pile number 3, please. Affirmation for pile number 3, please. I allow myself to savor this precious moment fully. Thank you so much for watching this reading, pile number 3. I hope it brought you some insight and guidance and hope for the future. If you like my videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you will see my videos when they pop up. Like the video, subscribe, and comment down below and let me know that you chose pile number 3 and how it resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Have an absolutely beautiful day. Bye.